So how y'all doing tonight? It does not look like it wants to. Oh, there it is. Okay, it is. Very weird. I don't know why it wasn't showing that it was getting ready to come on. Very bizarre. So how y'all doing tonight? Let's turn my sound down so I don't blast y'all. Okay. So, I hope y'all are doing well tonight. I don't know why I can't find. It's like seriously not showing my video here. Alright, so we're going to be doing this tonight. This says, believe in the magic. And it just has like Santa and some little deer. And they look like ornaments. So this sign's in my shop. It's all good. Alright. So this is weird. Everything's fine on Facebook, but on YouTube, something is not right. Hold on, y'all. Let me see if I can figure out what's wrong here. Hi, honey.
That little history mini-series I've been watching is good. It had a little section on Daniel Boone.
Oh, that's nice. Okay, y'all, let's get started. So we're going to do these two mesh right here. And we're actually going to do a double poof. So for some reason, this is just absolutely not streaming on YouTube. Oh, don't know what it's doing. Alright, so while I try and figure out what's going on with that, we'll just keep going. Okay. So what we're going to do is we're going to stack these two on top of each other. And do, good night, honey, a double poof. So it's been a long time since we did one of these, but I think it'll be fun. Alright, so let me see if I can tell what in the world is going on wrong with this thing. I don't know. Okay. So we're just going to open it all up. Just like that. Okay. So what you're going to do is you're going to take these two and you're kind of going to act like it's one mesh. So there's two different ways you can do this, actually. You can have it so that they're stacked on top of each other, like this. And then you just kind of see one mesh through the next. Or you can do it like this, where you kind of off-center them just a tiny bit. Okay, we're going to take it. Let me zoom in here. Alright, we're going to go right before a tie. I always like to go before the tie, because then when you come back around, it's going to look seamless. You're not going to be able to tell where you started. Okay. All right. Now here is what's going to be different. So So you know how when you do poofs with one mesh, you're just going all the way around. Well, this one is 2 mesh. All right, so you can do this with either 21 inch with a 10 inch on top, or you can do 2 10 inch. All right, so we're gonna do just like normal. So 1, 2, 3. Whoop, 1, 2, 3. And here's the difference. Okay, so once you put it on, you can take them and spread them apart like this, and then you can see both mesh. So 1, 2, 3. It's about 10 inches. I just don't like to measure. I like to count. So, and you can, what I like to do is kind of alternate. So I'll have the gray and white, and then the red, and I'll have the red and the gray and white. Okay. Whoops. There we go. Yeah, I don't know what's going on with it, Cheryl. Okay. Like that. So we're just going to keep going around doing this. Okay, so we did gray, so now we're going to do red. You can also leave them stacked on each other, but I think it's kind of fun to pull it out so you get a little bit of a different look. Just like this. There we go. Okay. So we did gray, we're going to do red. And of course I picked these to match the sign, which the sign is in my shop. And I listed a new wreath kit today. Okay. So this definitely gives you a different look. I like it. Okay. There we go. So how y'all been? What y'all been up to? Here we go. So look here, we're back to the beginning. So now you can see this is where I started. I didn't use this tie, but now I'm going to use it. And so what that does is when I tie this down, then you can't tell where I started and where I stopped. All right, so this one was red. So let's do gray. And it looks good no matter whether you spread them out like this or not. So it's really up to you. Okay, so now I'm going to go up top and spread them out. There. Just like this. Okay. Now I'm going to take my 2 mesh and I'm going to pull it up top, and I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to tie it down right in front of a tie. I like to tie mine down because I don't like to get that weird poof that goes from the top to the bottom or the bottom to the top. Now I'm not going to end it and try again. I'm just going to keep going because I can't figure out what's wrong on YouTube. So we'll just let it run. Maybe it'll catch up. All right, so we're just going to go 1, 2, 3. Do this again. Of course, it does help a lot if you have a mesh roller. So let's start up here with the gray. Like that. go. So if you have a whole bunch of 10-inch mesh and you get tired of doing ruffles, you can do this. And I like it because it makes it nice and big, but it's a different look than just the normal. And I really like it with something like stripes on the top, because then it really gives it some extra personality. Okay, so pull them out. So all you're doing is puffing it up and pulling them out. You don't have to pull them out. I just like to, because I like to be able to see the whole thing. It makes a full wreath. You could even do like a very basic, inexpensive mesh on the bottom, and then your more expensive mesh on the top. Which is what I do sometimes if I do poofs and then put something on top of it. Okay. There we go. Alright, so pull it out. You just got to stick your hand in there and get a grip. Pull it out. So you see how it's giving us that look? Okay. There we go. Alright, so this time we'll do red. Okay. Alrighty. Pull it out. We've got the gray on the inside. The red's on the outside. Okay. Last one. So same thing up here. So I have the tie, but I'm not going to use it until I use that last one. Okay. Alrighty. And we'll do red last. So now you can see how we have red and the gray kind of alternating. So I'm going to pull it out, trim it off. So we have a pretty good amount left. Okay, so you can take this. If you used a smaller frame, you could really get two. So I just pulled around the back and I'm going to zip tie it down. There we go. Ugh, just like that. Okay. And then I'm going to trim this part off because we don't need all that. So you can see how full that is? Isn't that cool? It's a very different look, isn't it? Alright, now we're going to do ribbons. Gotta have our cool ribbons, right? So this sign has the red and black plaid, and it also has the gray. So that's why I pulled this gray striped mesh in. So we're going to do one red and black. This one has a little snow detail on the edge. And then we have a gray with a little snowflake on it. We have the red and black plaid. This one's a fuzzy. I love these fuzzy ones. And a gray with the white reindeer on it. Okay, so we're going to alternate these. So I have two 2.5 inch, and then one 2.5 inch and a 1.5 inch. Alright, so we pinch them in the middle. We pull our hands down, make a bird. And we'll just start on the bottom and tie it in. So just tie it in and then spread them out. just like that. Okay. What are you feeling the effects of? Okay. Alright, so this one in. Spread it out. This one I want to make sure that my little reindeer guys are kind of up top so we can see them. So. And making that little curl with your hand, what that does is that allows you to kind of curl around these poofs. So that's why I like to do that. Okay. So just get that little curl in them. We'll go to the next one, and we're going to be putting stuff in this one. I have cute little embellishments to put in it. Okay. Oh, and I forgot to say I had a ton of requests for another snowman kit. So we're doing another snowman kit, and it's a Snowman Swag kit. I know that you love this ribbon. I love this ribbon too. Okay. There we go. Spread these guys out. I'm good. How are you? It's the strangest thing I've ever seen. Okay. All right. Here we go. And I'm doing 2 ribbons in each one. They're all, oh yay, Mama found us. They're all cut at 12 inches. Weird thing, Mama. We couldn't get it to launch on YouTube. Don't know what's going on. But we shall persevere. Alright. So, spread this one out. You can also pull all of your ribbons forward if you want to. Just gives you a little bit of a different look. There we go. Okay. Here we go. There we go. I know, I don't know what's going on with it, Mama. So I'm gathering my stuff up, you know, to take over to the new place. And Mama's already got her stuff that she wants to keep set out. Alright, let's see. Did I miss one? Because I feel like, yeah. I feel like there's going to be 2 next to each other. This must be one of those strange wreath forms. I know, it's weird, right? Okay. Well, I'm glad y'all found it. Here we go. So you can also pull it forward like this. So you can put these 2 like that, and then put the 2 in front like this. That also looks super cute. just to give you another idea. Okay, and then we're going to start on the top. Okay. So we'll spread these out. I want to see my little deer, so I'm going to put him right down the center, because there's the most room right here in the center, because it's not being taken up by poofs. There we go. Ribbon is 12 inches. And we didn't cut any mesh today. That's unusual for us. I thought it was high time we did something different. With our mesh, I mean. Okay, so I'm going to put the red and black down the center, because I really want to see that. That's going to pull in. It's going to pull in our sign. Okay. Mama Sue loves her wreath and other things. Okay. There we go. Don't y'all love this? I love this one with the little snow edge on it. I love that stuff. It's just pretty. Okay. Okay. So spread them out. And it looks really good against that kind of gray silver color. It is a wire frame. It's a work frame with red tinsel ties. Whoops. I was about to put my little deer upside down. That would be no good. Okay. Alright, here we go. Ah! The poofs are 10 inches, and they're double poofs. It's two 10-inch mesh together. You put them on as one, and then you just spread them apart when you get them on. I was thinking we could also do Brenda's method this way. We're going to have to try that next, because I think that might be kind of cool. Okay. If you struggle with ruffles, but you do okay with poofs, then this is a really good thing. I think this is one of my very favorite signs. Okay. So this is the last ribbon. Oh, I just love this. I love anything with the red and black. So see, we've got all of our ribbon in. Ooh, that looks good. Make sure I didn't miss anything. Nope. All right. So you see how full it is? Look how full it is. So if you like to put big bows in the middle and not have them go through, this is a really good method to do that, because it really provides support right in the middle. Okay, so we're going to do a bow. And we're going to put our sign on. See, this is the sign. Isn't that cute? I love it. But first we're going to do our bow. And then I've got some stuff to put in it. Let me show you what I got. So, oh, and we're going to put this in the bow. It's so sparkly. So I have some little black ornaments, and I have, look at these. These are little decorative snowflakes. I think those are going to look really cute. So we got that. I say we make a drama bow. What do y'all think? I love my drama bows. So I'm going to start with this one on the bottom. Okay. So the only thing we have with a pattern is this one, so everything else can be done on the bow maker. So let's plop this on here. So this is the 4-in-1 tool. I actually took my Easy Bow Maker over to the warehouse. So this is what we use. Alright, so we're going to do like, oh no, we need to do longer tails. Let's do like 16-inch tail. So all we're going to do is pinch it. Yep, the next kit, I just listed it. It is a Snowman Swag. Oh, and it has that red mesh with the white snowdrift in it. Oh my gosh. Okay, let's do 6.5 inch. Just because we can. So 6.5 inch. Twice. There we go. So you can just use the last one to measure your bow. Loop. Okay. Right there. You don't twist the last one, because you're just going to pull it out. Okay. You always cut towards that wired edge. That's how I remember it. That's the easiest way for me to remember it. Okay. So we have our base with the gray and white. You could do silver and white too. That would be pretty too. And we're going to do, oh, I love this one so much. Do y'all ever have ribbon that you have to use because it just is perfect, but it almost like hurts you to use it because it's like one of your favorites? That would be this one. I do love it though. Okay. So, I'm going to match that. Alright. Match that. So we're only going to do one loop with it. Okay. There. You see how nice, what a great contrast it is against that gray? Really pulls that gray, kind of pops the whole thing up. Okay. Now we're going to do, I like this one too. It's so cute. I like anything with glitter. Are y'all glitterholics like me? Okay. So we're going to cut our tail. I'm just going to measure it out here. Now, I like to do anything with a pattern by hand. However, you can put it on your bow maker and twist it twice in the middle. I don't like to do that because I feel like it gives it too much bulk in the center, and that drives me nuts. So I just do it by hand. So you just put it in between your finger and your thumb, and then you can take where your thumb is holding it and go from your 0 right to your 12 on your mat, and then just put that point right in your hand. So you're not twisting, you're not doing anything except putting it in there. So on this side you go under, on this side you go over. And you can tell by the way the ribbon looks. So if the pretty side's up, you're going to have to go underneath, and if the pretty side is not up, you're going to have to come over. To me, it's like making a figure 8. That's kind of how I think of it. Alright, so we just go, excuse me, we just go under, make sure they match, and then we go over, so like a figure 8, you know, under, over, like that. Okay. Alrighty. Just gonna put this one down. And when I'm making drama bows, I like everything to come out front. So I want all of my tails out front. That's what I think a drama bow is. Okay, so we'll trim this one off. Alright, now we can how the deer are all going in the same direction. Ah, here we go. Okay, so we're going to put this one on again. Y'all, it's storming here. I swear, it seems like every Sunday now, it's like storming. What's up with that? So if it gets a little slow, that's why. Okay. Alright. So we're just doing one loop with this again. Sometimes, if I'm trying to make a statement, I'll bring the same ribbon in twice. Alright. So if you didn't notice, this is about 1/2 inch shorter than the one on the bottom. So I like to do that because it helps to pop your ribbons up. In other words, you can see the ribbons on the bottom a little better, the ribbons on the top a little better. Okay, now we're going to bring this glitter in. Okay. Whoops, there we go. Alright, so I'm just going to put it in. This time we're going to do about 5.5 inches. So you can kind of eyeball it, or you can move all the stuff and see where that mark is. But I'm just going to kind of go about 1/2 inch or so shorter. Just want a little bit shorter. To me, this is a stacked bow. So, in other words, there's a stack at this size, there's a stack at this size, there's a stack at this size. Okay. Y'all, this is D. Stevens ribbons. And I hoard it because, you know, D. Stevens stuff is so expensive. Okay. I don't use it very often because I don't really believe in spending a lot of money on stuff. Okay, this is going to be our last one, our nice fuzzy. Okay, so put it down. It's going to match this silver sparkly one. Now we have a big drama bow. Oh yeah, and I forgot to show you. I have these to put in it too. I knew there was something I was forgetting. Okay. So we're going to get out another zip tie. Oh, we could get out of it. Let's do a black one. Okay. And my zip ties are 12 inches. I know they look longer. They are. It just makes it easier when you're making bows to have a little bit longer one. So I just pull it up, throw it under one side. I'll start that zip tie, and I'll pull the whole thing out. What you doing, little Belle? Hold on, I'm getting my, there. I was just getting my glue pot plugged in. Okay, so you can see where that little divot is, so you want that to go right there. Hold one side and pull it around. There we go. I'm not going to tighten it completely until I get it all where I want it to go. And I also have to put a zip tie in. I mean a pipe cleaner. Okay. All right. So, what you want to do is always start from the bottom. So pull them out. So I'll start from the bottom, pull them out. I like to do kind of one side, and then I'll go to the other side. If you pull them out now, it's a lot easier than when you get ready to do it in a minute. Make sure everything is where it should be. All right, then I'll take my pipe cleaner, run it under that zip tie, and I'm going to tighten it as tight as I can get. This is why I like zip ties. Ugh. Okay. Then, let's open it up. I like to keep my zip tie on here and just hold on to my pipe cleaners while I fluff it, because it gives me a much better grip. Alright, so we'll just, so to fluff it, I'm going to take it, I'm going to twist it and pull it. Twist, pull. And the reason I do that is because you see how it gets all kind of stuck in here when you put it in with the zip tie? Well, if you pull and twist, it kind of pulls a little bit of that out so that it doesn't have that weird part where it's all stuck in the middle. So next time you're fluffing, try it. If you use a zip tie, it's not going to come out. I do not have a big love relationship with wire when it comes to bows. I like zip ties because I know they're not going to break on me. I can twist them, pull them as tight as I want, and it's not doing a thing. Alright, so I'm going to pull underneath all of these because we want that nice curl. I guess that's what gives us the drama. I don't like drama except for my bows. I like drama on my bows. Alright, now I can cut this because I don't need it. Alright. I am not in my new location right this minute. It was pouring down rain, so I didn't want to go over there. But we'll definitely be doing some over there. Alright, so see, look, if you were just going to do a bow, this would be a perfect wreath. You wouldn't even need a sign. You see that? And because this center is so full, it can just sit right there on the center. We are actually going to use a sign because I love this sign. But I wanted to show you that because you don't always have to have a sign, right? Not everybody likes signs. Some people like signs, some people don't. So I'm just going to tie it right where a tie is. If you want your bow to really stand up, then you would tie it across where the poof is, because that's going to pull it up. Or you can put mesh underneath it that also pulls it up. Okay. You wouldn't think these colors would work well together, would you? But they do. Alright, so we're going to take this and curl it. So one thing you can do if you have trouble, curl it all the way up and then pull it out. That's kind of how I learned to do it. So you don't have to curl sideways or anything, just go straight up and then pull it out, just like that. Okay. There. You can also take it and kind of go at an angle and kind of go as you go along, like that. Okay. Now, where'd I put the sign? Oh, y'all. Here it is. See? So I did not want like a lot of black and red because I want to be able to see the sign. So we have a little bit more of the silver and white in it than we do like red and black. That's funny, right? Oh, thank you for stars. I appreciate it very much. I'm not doing the Katie dance, but I sure appreciate it. Okay. So I like 4 pieces. They're about 22 inches. This is 26 gauge wire. I get mine at Walmart, but you can get this stuff at the Dollar Tree. Doesn't have as much on it, but thank you. Bows are my favorite, y'all. I love to make bows. I could probably just stand and make bows all day. Which is really funny because when I first started, I hated bows. Alright, so I punched a hole in the, corners. So that's where we're going to put the wire. I'm going to poke myself with the wire here in a minute. Okay. Bella's just laying back there quietly. Oh my gosh, wait till y'all meet. So, Tori is the person I hired to help me with the signs and the kits and all that kind of stuff. And we're trading out. So, in the morning, the boys and I go over there and we do homeschool. Bella goes. And in the afternoon, I take Bella home and Tori brings her dogs. She has a German Shepherd that's pretty tall, and she has a Great Dane. They are characters. So y'all will get to meet them too because I will definitely be doing videos there. I know, don't you love this sign? I love this sign. It's so cool. I just like it. I always liked those snow globes. If y'all ever liked the snow globes, you know, the ones where you shake them, it has a little snow in it. I love those. And this reminds me of that. Alright, so the sign. What I do is I take this wire, I go in the center, I just kind of pull it down. I take this wire, and I sneak it in between the layers, and then I tie it in the back. So that way, I'm only having to tie it twice and not 4 times. And after I tie them together around the frame, so see it's around the frame, then I tie it onto the wireframe itself. That way I know it's not going to come off. So, as a matter of fact, Carl just joined us, and he made a really cool sign for October for Breast Cancer Month. And I will be using his sign in my new place. That's going to be my first live. I was hoping that was going to be tonight, but it's pouring down rain, so Maybe we'll be able to do it tomorrow. Okay. So same thing on the bottom. Okay. I'm just going to tie it around the frame. I love the colors too, right? There's something about the gray that allows that red and black to really make a statement. That's what I think it is. Okay. Sometimes some colors just really complement each other. And I think this does. Alright, so kind of pull out our ribbons a little bit here. There we go. Alright, we'll make sure it's all on there safe. Yep, it's good. Alright. Now we're gonna put stuff in. Alright. So you could stop here, or we could add some fun stuff in. Ooh, I don't like that one. We'll replace that one. That one had some glitter gone. Okay. So we have little white balls. We have, this stuff to me looks like snow. I love that. Isn't that cool? We have little ornaments. And we have little red, these are like berry balls. Alright. Okay. I know, the rain has just been ridiculous. So these came from Carolina Pottery. Y'all know how much I love that place. Love it. And it is retail, but I think their prices are really good. Okay, so I'm just going to cut it into, whenever you get something like this, you can get lots of cuts out of these things. And then you can get more out of it. Okay, so. Cut this. Okay. Alright, so I don't know how much of this I'm going to use. We're going to just see. We have our 2 black ornaments. This stuff. I love this stuff. It's glittery. Can you see? Doesn't it look like... It looks to me like it's like a branch with snow on it. That's what I think it is. That's what it looks like to me. Alright. This can also be cut up, but I want to leave it a little bit longer because I think one of the things that makes this spectacular is that it does this kind of draping. Okay. Here we go. Alright, so there's that one. I think we can pull these two apart. There. Alright. So we got it all ready. Now, when I'm putting stuff in a wreath, I like to use these ties because these things will take glue like nobody's business. So I just kind of pinch them up so that they can almost create like a well. So I just kind of smash them up. And then what I'll do is put glue on it and then just put it right in that little well. And it's like you ever do anything with the evergreen wreaths. It's the same exact thing. Alright, so just get a little glue on it. And then we just put it right in that little well. Can you see? It's like, it almost looks like there's a little bit of snow on there. Oh, thank you. Hey, buddy. Alright, so we'll do the same thing with this one. So see, I just get glue on it, and then I just plop it right down in that little well. Like that. Ooh, let's do one of the snowflakes. Because I think these are cool. So these are just little plastic snowflakes. Okay. We're going to attempt to just glue it in. I think it'll work. I want to first put one in the bow. So see, I want to have it kind of sticking out of the bow. This one too. So it's plastic. So whenever you're working with plastic, make sure that your glue is not really hot because it will melt the snot out of it. And then you kind of lose the effect of what you want. I'm going to put one of these in the bow. So when I'm putting things in the bow, all I do is lift the bow up and I just glue it in between the bow levels. And it will hold, it will stick. Here, let's kind of zoom in a little. Whoops. There we go. Okay, so we're going to create more wells. Thank you so much. That's so sweet. Thank you for the stars. Okay. This just kind of gives you a little bit more. Let's put some white in. We'll put our little, these look like snowballs to me. We're going to put our little snowballs in. I think next to it we'll put a little red. Okay, a little red here. Maybe we'll put a snowflake over here. Okay. I can't remember where I got these. These might have been Dollar Tree. They're not very thick. But I'm going to tell you, I've had some expensive ones, and they just tend to break, so I just go for the ones from the Dollar Tree. So you can see, they're usually a little bit sturdier, I think. I won't buy anything with the foam if it's something like that, because those don't last. Okay. Let's do a little more snowball one. And I do kind of push it in there to make sure I have it down in that little well. That way I can make sure it's going to stay in place. Whoops. Okay. So make a well with this one. Let's put a little red. Right there. Okay. Let's put another one of these long snow ones. I really love these. Okay. Let's do this one. It's not too long and it has a really nice little stick that I can just put right down in that well. Okay, let's see. I'm going to put a couple over here, like right down here. Okay. I've got glue strings. Okay. So right in there. Pull that out. I think I want to put another one of these in the bow. So these are going to be subtle, right? So you're going to have to be up close to see them. But that's kind of what makes it special, I think. Because when it's subtle, I think it just gives it a little bit more than when it's kind of over the top and in your face. Lowered the strings. Thank you. All right. Whoops. All right, there we go. So see, there's the believe in the magic. Can you see it? There's the big bow. See how, look at that drama bow. You can see the little stuff in it all over. So there's little things in it, but it doesn't like take over. It doesn't take over the wreath, it just enhances it. That was fun. Thank you. I'm so glad y'all liked it. So see, if you haven't tried, and I didn't even put these in, if you haven't tried doing the double poof before, try it out. I think you'll really like it. It gives you more options of things to do. We're always looking for more options, right? Thank you. Awesome. Well, this was fun. If I'm able to, I will try to go live tomorrow from the new place. So I can, I need to get that space tested out. Haha. Uh-oh. Mama likes it. Oh, all right. Well, I hope y'all have a wonderful night, and I will be back on Wednesday, if not tomorrow. If I'm not here tomorrow, I will definitely be here Wednesday. All right? Y'all have a wonderful evening, and thank you for hanging out with me. And thank you for all the wonderful comments and the stars. Bye, y'all. Y'all have a great night.